G'day my fellow YouTubians, motovloggers, whoever watches, whoever wastes their time watching my videos. Finally we've got a day that isn't hot. We've had a hot week. Whilst parts of America go on the snow alert, blizzard alert or whatever, even snow in Texas, the great Ted Cruz decided to take a vacation because he couldn't handle the cold and he couldn't handle having no power. What a POS that bloke is. Yeah, not much fun not having electricity, that's for sure, and especially when it's really cold or hot. Been through that. We've had blackouts when it's 47 degrees Celsius. You try and keep cool when there's a 47 degree day and you've got no power. It's very harsh. Yeah, I see in the news today that our illustrious backstabbing Prime Minister is getting the COVID jab, supposedly to make it look safe for the plebs. My guess is got nothing to do with that. You know, got to keep our politicians alive and getting their big dollars. I reckon it's got nothing to do with making it show the people that it's safe. I think there's a lot of people that have already made their mind up whether they're getting the jab or not. Personally, that's absolutely entirely up to them. As I've said before, I'm going to get the jab because I am in the vulnerable area of this disease, so I will be getting it. Not sure when, but I'm sure I'll be notified. But of course, backstabbing Morrison, he's going to have his jab and he'll be alright. And probably his family as well. So yeah, one rule for them and one rule for us. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is these check-ins that you have to do every time you go into a shop. I think people are getting absolutely fed up with them, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. If you haven't got the app or you haven't got a smartphone, you have to sign in on a bit of paper and put your details down and your phone number. So that means the next person that comes along can take a photo of that and they've got your phone number. Now this has happened. A young lady wrote her name down and what time she got there and all that sort of thing, put a phone number in, and the next person that came along was a male and took a picture. He probably thought, oh, I fancy her, I'll get her number. Now that's wrong. Should not have to happen. So if I decide to fill in the form, I will write the time I got into the shop, I put as a name horse on wheels. That's like a horse that you ride, horse on wheels, and put NYOB, none of your business, for my phone number. So I had actually put my phone number down on a couple, and I thought, no, this isn't a good idea. Anyone can see that phone number. So although I have got the app and I can scan in, when they ask you to sign in, I go out and sign in, and I put down what I want to put down, not what they want you to put down. And that's a little protest from me. You've also got to realise that there's no active cases here in Adelaide or South Australia. I can understand if we have an outbreak, and I know what you're going to say, oh, this is so they know if there's an outbreak who to contact. I understand that, but you're not going to get my phone number. Anyone else? That's for sure. And people are just fed up with it. And one bloke I heard say to someone that asked him to sign in, he says, why should I sign in? Google knows exactly where I've been. My phone knows exactly where I've been. So what's the point? And he's got a point there. If you have got a smartphone, I often get notifications. What was such and such like? And I hadn't even been in there. I just walked past. So that's a little bit harsh. And I think it's gone beyond the joke now. And there's a big protest in Adelaide yesterday. And I think all around the country about it all. Actually getting the jab, to be honest. A lot of people are not going to get the jab. So, like I said, that's up to them. So it's Sunday afternoon, and temperature's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And just a pleasant day to go for a ride, and luckily we're not in lockdown. So anyway, if I think of anything else, I'll put it in here. Oh, there is something else I'd like to mention. I bought some front foot pegs for Smokey, or even maybe for Ruby, a long time ago, and I thought that they were incorrect. I didn't think they were right for this particular bike, and I thought they were back foot pegs, but they're definitely not back foot pegs, they are front foot pegs. Now, cut a long story short, I'm actually riding with them on now, and they seem fine. The biggest problem when I tried to fit them last time was the pin that goes through them wasn't long enough, and I couldn't get the E-clip to clip onto that particular pin, because the pin was just too short. So I had the bright idea that today maybe the original pin, which is longer, will go through these particular foot peg holes, and well, it did, and I could put the E-clip on that. So this is the first time I've I've had a ride out with these particular foot pegs that I bought ages and ages ago. But so far so good. They tend to lean out a little bit more than the other foot pegs, but that's alright. It doesn't seem to be any less comfortable, any more awkward or anything like that. It's pretty much the same. So I don't know if Graham is watching Adventures with Woody and Tetley, but I've fitted them, Graham. They did look incorrect at first, but they're on, they're working, and it's not going too bad at all. I basically forgot I was actually riding with them on. It is the first time, but so you might want to revisit those foot pegs again, Graham. If they haven't got springs, well, they are the incorrect ones. They need springs to spring back, not like the rear foot pegs which go up and come down. I just thought I'd put that in while I remember. So I'll continue, and if I think of anything else, well, I'll put it in. One thing I've noticed with the new front foot pegs is it's lowered my foot a little bit where they rest, so that means that it's easier to get under the gear lever and change gears. Now, sometimes I get a bit of a sore big toe, because with the other ones it was a little bit more squeezy. So this one seems to be a little bit more freer, and I'm not getting what I was getting before with my big toe. A little bit sore. So that's interesting. Just thought I'd add that in. And if there isn't, well, this is banden Evan Samoki, the Suzuki Bandit, bidding you a very, very, very safe day. If you're riding, ride safe. And if you want to, hit me on Patreon. No, I haven't got a Patreon. No Patreon. Hit like and subscribe, and give me a big thumbs up. No, you don't even have to do that. Ride safe, and until next time, cheers for now.